This is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. We're a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have perhaps the largest inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you can rent or layaway as well. And we have the largest educational library, if you will. Actually, it's a multimedia library of information. Has lots of videos, lots of articles, lots of podcasts like this one, lots of blogs. Just basically a lot of educational information. I'm a pretty big fan of passing along what I hope to be important and valuable information, whether it's about food, whether it's about crime, stopping crime, whether it's about cryptocurrencies, electronic harassment, whether it's about finances, investments, etc., etc. That's just a large variety of information there. You may want to go there occasionally and subscribe and see if you can find anything that you like to be a part of. To participate in or just read. Being a consumer of information, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having educated people. Now, today's particular session is all about your data. Now, believe it or not, there's a long-standing belief that our information on the various social media platforms is a minor issue, that it's something that we don't need to be that concerned about. So what if Facebook knows your name, address, date, birth date, social security number, where you go, where you come from, ethnicity, religious beliefs, political beliefs? A lot of people think that it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with anyone knowing all that information and using that information and selling that information. But I'm here to tell you there is something definitely wrong with you not understanding how valuable your privacy is. In the United States, I don't know about other countries, but particularly in the United States, we have something called a Constitution and Bill of Rights, etc., that were designed to remind people about your rights and your privileges, to not have your privacy invaded, to not have your personal lives infringed upon, etc., etc. And Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people on the planet because he understood how important your information is, and he has no problem exploiting that. Okay, it's not even a gray area. It's just a matter of common sense, and Mark Zuckerberg realized that early on, and so does Google, so does Twitter. All these guys realize that if you give me free, unfettered access to all your personal information for the sake of posting cat videos and pictures of what you had for dinner and all of that, then I will definitely take advantage. Okay, so the reason why, goes to the crust of why I'm making this particular podcast. Your personal information, and I see a lot of us are business owners, like myself. I'm a business owner. So the time I spend on social media is not to make friends. I don't care about likes. I don't care about followers. What I care about is whether or not I'm generating sales for my company. If my time spent on social media, and I don't care if it's Google, I don't care if it's YouTube, I don't care if it's Twitter or whatever, MySpace, you name it. If my time is not being rewarded with sales to my company, then it's a waste of time for me, okay? So and the reasoning why I'm making this podcast is just so you guys will know, a lot of business people, and even some personal situations, are such that you don't want to waste your time. If you value your time, then all of the time you spend posting pictures and videos and products and trying to establish networking with other peers, etc. That's valuable, okay, for some of us. For others, it doesn't matter, okay? But for some of us, particularly those business owners, you want to value that information. Pictures and videos and articles and all that are very important. I've seen time and time and again, and I've also been a victim of situations where, for instance, Yahoo deleted an entire database of professional contact information that I had on their server. Okay, they told me I violated some obscure term, something under their terms and conditions. It never was pointed out. I never was given the opportunity to back up or save my information. It was just gone one day. And I went out to their headquarters in Simi Valley or in Sylmar, California, or I think it was Sunland, over there in the valley. They have a headquarters out there. Had one at least. I don't know if they still have it, but me and my wife literally drove out there and confronted them personally. But of course, they had their security people keep me from talking to anyone directly to get any straight answers. So I learned the hard way, and I'm here to tell you guys, unless you want to learn the hard way, we need to make sure we back up our personal data. And from what I understand, and I don't even know, I got to write some articles, I got to do some more research about how extensive and comprehensive backing up the data is going to be from Facebook, from Twitter, from Google. In other words, when you back up your data, it's not enough just to have a backup from Facebook or Twitter or Google. It has to be backed up in such a way that it's usable, hopefully somewhere else, right? If you download your data from Facebook, are you going to be able to import it into Google, import it into the next Facebook, or import it into Twitter? In other words, the industry really should have some standards so that our data is backed up in such a way that it's usable and can be imported and exported, and maybe even backed up regularly to our computers or your favorite device, right? So these are some things we need to demand, and things that we need to be aware of, and things we need to value. Because if you're not purchasing product from social media, you are the product, okay? That's why Cambridge Analytics, I think, is no longer in business. That's why Mark Zuckerberg is going in front of Congress regularly, testifying, trying to reassure the senators and congressmen that he's actually obeying the laws, which he's not. And that's why the FCC and the SEC and the FTC and the DOJ and everybody else is going after him, is because this guy is breaking every rule in the book. Even worse than that, you guys, we are letting them break every rule in the book. Okay, when we give up our personal information freely and we let other people become billionaires, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 billion dollar net worths because of this, then that's what happens, right? So we need to stop creating the next richest people on the planet because of the way we're giving up our personal information. And we need to be in that position. There's nothing wrong with Facebook paying us to get access to our information. First, there should be levels or tiers of access. You pay a little bit of money, you get a little bit of personal information from me. You pay a lot of money, you get a lot of information from me. And then that should be on a timer. In other words, for a certain period of time, Facebook, Twitter, Google, Yahoo, or whoever, they should get our information, and then after so long, that should time out, and we should get a notice, or they should get a notice that they either renew the subscription to get access to our personal data, or it expires automatically. Okay, there's nothing wrong with creating algorithms and programs that behave in this manner, where you get access to our information for a limited amount of time or a limited amount of information, and then when that time frame expires, or when that dollar amount is exhausted, then they should renew their subscription with us. We are the product. Our product is valuable. To know your date, to know your age, to know your religious preferences, to know your sexual preferences, to know where you shop, to know where you vacation. Facial recognition data, biometrics, is very important, very valuable. You should value that. Okay, so you guys quit giving away your whole lives for the sake of seeing cat videos and postings of interesting things on social media, because you are the product. You're being taken advantage of, and we need to do something differently, completely differently. I think in the crypto space, there are a number of entrepreneurs in the cryptocurrency space, Bitcoin entrepreneurs, Litecoin, Ethereum, you name it, whatever. There's a number of developers that are taking a look at putting our personal data, or arranging it in such a way that if someone wants to use it, they have to get access to it through us and pay us for it. And maybe it's put on a blockchain, maybe not. But I, for example, I can give you as Facebook a little bit of information, and you pay for that. And as I mentioned before, if you want more information on me for an extended period of time, you pay for that. And the same with the levels of information. You can only have so much information depending upon who you are, what you're doing, and how much you pay. And if you want more and more comprehensive information as far as my personal data is concerned, or even business-related data, you pay more and more money. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So you guys keep a lookout for my articles, for my blogs, and do your own research on how to back up, store your data, put it on your computer, and hopefully in the future, we will demand that we get compensated for all this valuable information about us. Okay, stop giving everything away for free. Okay, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Okay, value who you are, value what you're all about, and let's force Mark Zuckerberg, let's force Sergey Brin, and the other guys who run the social media companies, let's force them to at least acknowledge that our information is valuable and they should pay us for it. But the main priority right now is going to be get your information off of those servers, download it, back it up, and keep it, just in case you delete your account for whatever reason. They'll tell you violated some obscure area and the obscure portion of the terms and conditions. They won't even tell you specifically. You'll just wake up one morning and all your business-related information will be blocked. They'll still have your personal data to use and sell and resell, but you won't have access to it. That's the problem. So I don't care if it's a personal account or a business account. Get in there, figure out how to download it, save it, back it up, and then that way, when you wake up one morning and all your YouTube followers or all your Facebook groups or whatever, if it's completely gone from their servers and you can't get access to it, it won't be gone from their servers. You'll just be blocked. But you won't get access to it, that's for sure. So if you have it backed up, the good news is, as of that backup, you'll be able to take it and go to the next social media platform. And maybe in sometime in the future again, you'll have your own page, and you'll have your personal data and your profile, and all your pictures, all your videos, all your articles on your own website. And that way, people will come to you, and they can pay you, advertisers, businesses, social media companies, whoever, they can pay you for your data, a pay-per-click rate or something, just like a Facebook or a Twitter or a Google or something. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get some specific information on backing up data, saving data from social media sites, how to import it, download it or something, and include it with hopefully I'll include it with this podcast. But in the meantime, start looking into it yourself. Start doing your own research so that you won't have to worry about waking up just to find your account has been blocked and all your followers, all your data is no longer accessible by you. Okay, so you guys have a great day, and we'll talk later. Thanks, bye.